What's good, Steven at Cavs Edition, back with another video for the Mad Murder X. In this video, I'm going to be going over my comically large knife, which is the second Funtime I managed to trade for within 200 days. And this is day 190. So in the first Funtime video that I made for the Mad Murder X, in it, I went over all my trades leading up to the point where I managed to get my comically large gun in 89 days. So this is basically a second video to that one where I'm going to be going over all my trades since that video. Going to my first trade since the first Funtime video, I traded a tie-dye set for a crevice sword. This happened on April 11th. And this is what my inventory looked like. Of course, I managed to grind out the timeless pass for the steampunk ray. This was around when the event first came out, probably the first week of the event. So I managed to trade it off for Battle Bunny V1, Chick Ray V1, and Heavy Blaster V2. At this point, my inventory is already looking much juicier. Next up, I traded a Rose Set V2 and a Star Knife V2, which is 500k, for a Cosmic Knife and Tranquility Gun, which is 750k. So I made a 250k profit. To this day, I still don't know if this trade was worth it or not. It's pretty fair since the Star Knife V2 was at 200k at the time, and the Cosmic Cat is also at 200k. So I'm going to say that it's equal. Here we have another big trade where I traded a Starlight set for some Valentine's items and a crossbow. Pretty nice overall since I managed to get a lot of other junk for it as well. Probably one of the biggest trades throughout this whole video is going to be my Ancient Wand V1 for a Rose Knife V1, Star Gun V2, Sinister Set V1, Fabergé Knife V1, Fabergé Knife V1, Fabergé Gun V1, and a Kyber V2 set, which was well over $1 million. I think it's about 1.8 million on Prismo's side. And I'm going to have all the values pulled up like I did in the first video, this time from msvalues.com, the new official site for TMMX values. This is a trade I did with Shioma Psycho where I upgraded my items for a Star Knife V1 as well as a Snow Elk to make it even. At this point, I'm at day 115. Here's what my inventory looks like again. Moving on, it looks like I'm downgrading my Cosmic Knife for a Star Knife V2, Crevice Rifle, and a Maple Gun, which does get me some OP overpay as well. And then I did manage to trade for a Star Knife V1 again for the second time with 11 Crevice Rifles here. And of course with Yum, rest in peace Yum. And a Star Knife V2 for a Chick Ray gun and a Steampunk blade. Here's what the setup was looking like at the time. Looking mighty fine with the 3 timeless clocks. And another small trade where I traded my Fabergé gun V2 for a Hand V1 and Hades rifle V2. And then I downgraded one of my Star Knife V1s to Mason Knight for a Star Set V2, Fabergé Egg V2, Fabergé Set V1, Spearmint Cleaver, and a Ruby Mad. Following that, I upgraded one of my Star Set V2s for a Cosmic Knife again. Then I finally managed to trade the Cosmic Cat with a Squeaky Piggy for a Maple Knife and a Water Gun, which is about an even trade. Then I got rid of 2 Worm V1s for 2 Ghost V1s, which I would say is a major upgrade because Ghosts are just a lot better than Worms. And here I traded a bunch of Valentine's 2025 V2's items for a Crevice Sword. Another great trade where I got a lot of overpay was for another Steampunk Ray for 2 Crevice Rifles and a Tabby. Moving on from there, I traded 2 Snow Owls and a Kyber V2 for a Boiling Heart, Quarrel Breaker, 2 Snow Elks, a Scorched Torch, Metal Pipe, and all of their other junk. I did this trade because hearts are just really sought after and they go up in value over time. Ooh, here we got a very interesting trade. I managed to trade a lot of toy box items here for 5 Crystal Trident V2s. Crystal Trident V2s aren't really worth much, but this is an amazing trade overall since I'm managing to upgrade legendaries and below for a bunch of collectors. Then a Hades rifle V1 for a new warp set that just came out at the time. Traded the beach ball and water gun for a star set V2. And I traded out a silence pistol V1 for all of these collector pets over here. Then upgraded one of those crystal trident V2s for a warp scythe. Upgraded my sinister set V1 for a star gun V2. Upgraded a hand V1 fairy wand V2 for a steampunk blade. Traded all 3 of my maple knives and a maple gun, tabby, sapling for all of these mythicals and collectors over here, which is very, very good in quantity of items and quality of items. And of course, you want to get rid of these snow elks. They're pretty much useless, so I traded 4 of these out for a silence pistol V1, which is a major upgrade. And I traded a commando knife V2 and a silence pistol V1 for another steampunk ray. This was still during like the first 2 weeks of when the Timeless Pass came out, which means that I can easily flip this steampunk ray considering it's a new item in the game. I upgraded a crystal trident V1 for a Hades axe V1. Broke my Hades axe V2 for a crimson owl V1 and a scorched torch. Here's an example of trading mythicals away for collector's items. Since mythicals don't have death effect and collector items do, you want to trade away your mythicals for collectors anytime that you can. Traded a heavy blaster V2 for another steampunk blade, since the Timeless Pass just came out with the steampunk set and they were highly sought after items. And here's another trade where I managed to trade a lot of my lower quality items for slightly better quality items. Then I traded a Coral Breaker V2 for a Golden Pan, which the Golden Pan was worth 90k throughout this video. I downgraded my Cosmic Knife for a bunch of items. From there, I downgraded one of my Fabergé Knife V1s for Ancient Wand V2, since Ancient Wand V2s are highly sought after and have way higher demand, as well as it's much harder to find one in this meta. Another amazing trade here where I upgraded a Kyber V2 set for a Spearmint Cleaver. And here's another inventory update. Oh, and then I swapped a Spearmint Cleaver for a Spearmint Gun, which is so much better since guns are so much more rare than knives in the game. And that made my inventory look a little better with a Spearmint set instead of 2 Spearmint Cleavers. Then I got some overpay for my Coral Breaker. Some overpay at the time for my Kyber V2. Broke down my Chick Ray gun V1 for some overpay. Got rid of a Crystal Trident with a Hades rifle for Overseer Sniper. Just a little higher value right there. Upgraded for a Chick Ray V1. Upgraded for my items back. Did this trade so that I can get another Maple Knife in my inventory. Did this trade to get another Ruby Mad that I didn't have yet. Did this pretty equal trade for a Kyber V2, which looks like an upgrade. Upgraded to a Beach Ball, one of my favorite items in the game. Upgraded to another Steampunk Blade. Ooh, and here I traded some legendaries for some collectors. Hey. And then I just swapped pets. Oof. And then I upgraded to another Star Knight V1 again. I swapped for a Hades Rifle V1. You want to go for the guns, not the knives, as well as the value of the rifle is worth more than the axe here. Okay, I managed to give Preppy a Whirlpool set, and they probably accepted this trade because they're getting a complete set now, and I'm getting back some more value by getting that Battle Bunny V2 instead of my Whirlpool axe. Here, I just traded a mythical for a collector worth the same value. And then another upgrade for another maple knife. Downgraded for a collector. I upgraded a steampunk set and a crown for a forester in this trade. Upgraded another steampunk set with the pet for a cosmic knife. You know, I couldn't pass up this trade right here. As much as I wanted to hold on to those steampunk sets, I had to trade them out with all these people offering me these higher quality upgrades. Then I broke up a Starlight knife for a Axe of Hearts V1 and a Lapis gun. I don't remember why I did this trade, but I do make a little bit of value here with it. And my inventory was pretty stacked at the time. Now you know how to do this trade for a Boiling Heart and a Rose Gun. I couldn't pass up on this offer either. Had to trade away another one of my clocks. Another good upgrade where I traded away a Crossbow V1 for an Axe V2. For an Axe V1. Got rid of a Fabergé knife V1, which nobody freaking wants in the meta right now, for a Beach Ball Coral Breaker V2 and a Gun of Hearts V1, which are all items that other people would much rather trade for. And oh my god, this is the first trade for a Candy Reindeer I've seen since I started playing this game, and I managed to pull the Candy Reindeer. I got this Candy Reindeer for a Rose Gun V2, Star Knife V1, Star Set V2, Fabergé Set V1, Cosmic Knife, and a Forester. This was such a steal, man, and I'm so freaking glad that I got to pull this off. To this day, I still have this Candy Reindeer in my inventory. Here, you know how to do this trade for another Steampunk Ray, as I was making bank off of them at the time of the release. And praise the Lord, I got rid of another crystal set. And this mythical. Now here I traded a Whirlpool set and a Squeaky Piggy for the Valentine's 2025 V1s. Then I got rid of a bunch of Valentine's 2025 V1 for a Rose Knife V1, which is a major upgrade. Trade out a Beach Ball for some more Timeless Pass items. You know I had to do it. Upgraded an Ozone Electro with a Coral Breaker for a Beach Ball. Upgraded in value. Downgraded for value. Couldn't pass up on trading for another Steampunk set. Got to make bank off of that Steampunk set I just traded for. Downgraded my Rose Knife V1 for a lot of collector items. Upgraded my Chick Ray V1 for a Kyber V2. And here I essentially swapped a Crystal Trident V2 for a Whirlpool Axe. Then I upgraded my Whirlpool set for Hades Axe V1. And then here's another downgrade where I traded for value. And here's trading pets for weapons. Ooh, okay. I had so many coins at this time that I dropped 300k coins for a bunch of items over here. Then I dropped another 30k for a Shiba. And then I managed to get a pretty equal trade over here for items that I wanted more at the time. Oh, and here's another big trade where I managed to get a candy knife for a bunch of my collector items. As you can see by the scroll bar over here, I traded probably like 30 items for this knife. Unfortunately, I didn't get a video to show every single item that I traded for the candy knife, but it does show some of the best items that I traded away for it. And then I broke up the steampunk blade into more value. I upgraded. I downgraded. I traded for value. Traded for better quality of items. I managed to upgrade to another Star Knight V1 with a bunch of really good collectors. It's so sad to see all these collectors go. from my inventory. Then I got rid of this terrible Valentine's 2025 V2 set. The V2 sets are really trash, and I upgraded for a V1 infested set. Then I just traded for more value here. Then I traded for a lot more value here with one of my Electros. And here I just traded a mythical away for a bunch of collectors. I downgraded for value. I upgraded for value. I got a huge upgrade with these items for another maple knife. Then I upgraded for a beach ball. I got another hand V1 and maple knife for my warp scythe, crystal set V1, and crimson owl V1. Managed to trade a scorched torch hotshot and a diamond tester for a ruby mad. Ooh, and now we get to the fun stuff. To swap a heavy blaster V1 for my candy knife, which is an equal trade, but I do think that heavy blaster V1s are easier to trade away than candy knives. Now, values galore, I had to trade away this Star Set V2 for all of these Axe of Hearts 2025, and a Rose Knight V1, and a Heart V2. I just got so much value from this trade, oh my god. Another juicy trade for a beach ball again. Sheesh. I got rid of a gingerbread gun, the only one that I had, for a Whirlpool X. I just needed to get as many collectors as possible to reach my goal of getting a Funtime. Then I upgraded a Rose Knife V1 for a Forester. Traded more box items for collector items.
Now, here comes the Funtime trade. The trade y'all have all been waiting for. With the full dialogue of everything that happened and all the items that I traded away to get the Funtime comically large knife.
You have a good voice. It's just the micro. Look at Steven pulling through.
He's still clicking everything.
Yeah.
Probably gonna have to accept this. How I made you click so many times.
Yeah.
You better press accept, enter or something.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Yeah, I'll let Nix calculate all the commons and stuff.
You're gonna see, like, I have like thousands. Still clicking a little bit.
It has quite a lot of kills on it, by the way.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh no, I know you like kills.
Yeah.
Nearly 1,400.
I'm still clicking on items.
You should just press enter.
Oh my god, I have 700 Murph guns. I didn't even know I had that many. Wow.
You better press. Oh damn.
I'm still adding. Holy crap.
You'd be pissed if I just pressed decline right now.
I love it.
That you added in that bunny, because those are hard to get.
Yeah. Do you have any right now?
I don't. The only other things I have right now are 5 Cosmic Cats, Coral V1 set, no pet, 2 Fab Eggs, V1 and Candy Reindeer, and then a couple, like, just bad stuff.
Okay, yeah, you can take the 80s.
Or the axe, or the scythe, or something, whatever.
Do you want those though? I already put in 5 axes.
I'll take them, I mean, why not?
Okay.
And you'll keep some epics and stuff. Is that what you want?
Yeah, these are just like the doubles.
Oh. Oh, so okay.
Yeah,
How many damn infinity knives do you have?
I put in all my Infinity Knives. It was like 100 of them. This is like 17.2 mil.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me screen record this. Okay. Oops, sorry, my bad. It's not screen recording yet. I just gotta go up and down. Oh, and you're giving me a heart.
Yeah. Got my beach ball in too. Okay. Alright.
Thank you.
you. Thank you so much. Oh my god.
No problem.
Give me your card. Oh, people are dying in this. Oh.
Like Suo, you know Suo?
Sue L? I don't know them. They're not my friends list.
Oh. Pets you still have? Don't you have like heart?
Yeah, I just have one of each of the hearts, like Boiling Heart, Broken Heart, Heart V2,
Music.
and the Candy Reindeer.
This is so good.
I was like,
I don't know why.
Thank you for watching. As always, don't forget to live, learn, and dominate.